Let's hear it for the starting five of your Portland Trail Blazers.
Feels like just yesterday we were watching the NBA Finals doors. Now a brand new season is getting started.
Doesn't feel like yesterday to me. I've been dying for some NBA hoops all summer. Let's tip it up.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Good on the bucket.
At 7'2", Clingan is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
And here's Edwards. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Driving inside. Oh!
Oh, my goodness, what a finish by Ant. No mercy on that one.
Clingan up top. Edwards against Sharp. Lets the three fly. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
3 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Can't hit that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
Reed, a screen on Sharp. Edwards, the pass to Reed. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Oh my goodness, a big target at the cup, the vertical threat that is Naz Reid.
Pass to Sharp. Outside Kamara. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer Sharp. Sinks the tray.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Randall, a screen on Sharp. Edwards, a pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Blazers trail by 3. Here's Sharp. Three-pointer, Holiday. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. The three ball. And it's Portland with a rebound. Holiday looking for an opening. To the left side wing. It's Sharp on the wing. Back to Kamara. Now here's Avdia. No good. That would have tied it. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Edwards. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Here's Holiday. He's scoreless. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium.
A line change here for Portland, and that one's good. Lillard.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
DiVincenzo on the wing. Back to Edwards. Randall, a screen on Henderson. Nifty move. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Henderson, the pass to Williams. And here's Grant from the arc. McDaniels with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Randall finds Edwards. Top of the key. And another basket for Minnesota.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Outside Murray. On the wing, Grant. 51 seconds left in the opening quarter. That one is off. McDaniels with some nice D. Outside for Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Outside Edwards. Randall, a screen on Henderson. The open shot by Edwards. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Edwards got 12.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. Down low. And Williams punches it home.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. He's got 14.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The T-Wolves on top, up 8. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Scoot Henderson out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Williams in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
Outside McDaniels. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Get up, Anthony Edwards!
Hey, look at this guy. It was like, once he was in the air, he was staying in the air. It was just incredible. What hang time.
Williams, a screen on DiVincenzo. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Edwards with it. He's got 18. DiVincenzo on the wing. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Sharp. Pass to Reed. And stolen by Williams. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Portland Trailblazers in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Brian, back to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And so time Now called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Denny Avdia's checked in for Henderson. Avdia from outside. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Edwards got his 5th rebound in this one. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And Edwards slams it in.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now here's Williams. Now here's Lillard. 5 on the clock to halt the run. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Sharp against Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. And here's McDaniels. Avdia with a steal. Here's Lillard. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Lillard's got 5 points.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
And here's Edwards outside. On target from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Grant with a screen on DiVincenzo. Lillard against DiVincenzo. Williams. No good there. Nice D from Reed.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Edwards against Sharp. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Tries it from the top of the key. Edwards can't hit.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels finds Edwards. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Sharp's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That's an athletic play by Sharp. Putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
Pass to McDaniels. Lillard against DiVincenzo. For 3, Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Blazers trail by 14. Lillard outside. On the wing, Grant. Checked by Randall. Grant, the pass to Sharp. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Edwards. Look at Edwards just slashing his way to a strong finish.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Here's Grant. Uses the glass on the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. Edwards, the pass to Randall. 51 seconds left in the first half. And the basket by Edwards.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Avdia outside. Williams, a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Sharp. The 3 hits the trifecta. Sharp's got 7 points for the quarter.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Muscling it up and in. Edwards.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Pass to Grant. DiVincenzo with a steal. From deep three-point land. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Well, right now for Minnesota, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they've still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
When you play the right way and you're patient, you usually come out on top.
Yeah, you love a team that will work, sometimes deep into the clock for their shots. Man, that's great.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Here's Edwards. Reed, a screen on Sharp. Lets it go from the wing. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Edwards has got 34.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Now here's Avdia. No points so far. Stolen by Reed. Edwards, a pass to Randall. And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Outside Holiday. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Holiday. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Over Edwards. Sharp, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 17. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside for Randall. McDaniels from long range. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. 4th, Donovan Clingan.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Pass to Sharp. To the inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
And the size of Clingan alone makes it a tough cover.
Portland shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one misses.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. These are his first free throws of the game.
Team foul.
Free throw good, McDaniels.
There is simply no substitute for what Jaden McDaniels gives you on the defensive end every night. This guy is elite.
And both free throws good for McDaniels. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps, guys.
An elite defender. Allie, thank you.
Avdia has added some strength to the frame, and he puts it to work right there.
Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
I just love the ball move.
Outside Sharp. Back to Holiday. Edwards against Sharp. Clingan with a screen to the paint. Just 5 on the clock. And he jams it home with authority.
First, Clingan screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Clingan. Edwards, the pass to Randall. For 3, DiVincenzo. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Kamara. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And some changes here for Portland. Williams is checked in for Clingan. Jeremy Grant comes in for Kamara. And Lillard subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. Portland again missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Machine mascot, please,
The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Lillard, a screen on Randall. Grant against Randall. Grant outside. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Edwards has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
It's Sharp on the wing. And again, unable to change momentum here. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Pass to Grant. Williams with the screen. Now here's Sharp. From the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. McDaniels passes to Edwards. 36 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Lots of room. And the shot's good. Edwards got 45 points.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And here's Grant from the arc. Good work defensively by Randall. Outside Edwards. Tries it from 19. He squares up and sinks it. Edwards got 15 points here in the second half.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Portland shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he sinks the second. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Minnesota running away with this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Robert Williams out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Henderson in at the three. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got the handle, I've got the strength off the dribble drive. Pretty move.
Grant outside. Williams with the screen. Good work defensively by Randall.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Edwards looking for an opening. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. And another one! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Here's Lillard outside for Henderson. Off the mark there with a three. Minnesota has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, oh boy, when Anthony Edwards gets downhill, turn the lights out, folks. He's a handful.
Henderson outside. On the wing, Grant. Checked by Randall. Grant in the post. Randall's there. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Julius Randall.
I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Avdia, he's checked in for Portland. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, B.A., so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, B.A.
Stolen by Reed. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Outside Edwards. And good! There's another!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Off the outside. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Here's Williams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Inside. Three-pointer Sharp. Rebound Minnesota.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Williams grabs the board.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Three-pointer Sharp. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds in the game. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
Sharp, no good.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. Here's the 3. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Takes a 3. Offensive board. Here's Williams. Off the window, it's good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from 14. Portland with a rebound. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Kamara, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 6 for 9 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, his scoring has been a huge part of their success here. But this is not new, right? We come to expect this every night.
Holiday finds Sharp. Here he goes. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
Now here's Sharp. From outside, off the mark.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Sharp against Edwards. Takes it inside. And yes, another basket.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Williams punches it home.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now.
Good! That's another bucket!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA.